Hi, welcome again to engVid.com. I'm Adam. Nice to see you again, or be seen by you. Today we're going to look at something that's sometimes a little confusing for students. Too much, enough, not enough. Now, why is this confusing? Because students don't necessarily know at what level they want to use the words that they want to use. So, I've made here a little graph to show your level of satisfaction or your level of if you need more, if you have enough, etc. Doesn't make much sense, but okay. So here, let's say this is a level chart. Here you have enough. Enough money, enough happiness, enough love in your life. Everything is just right. Perfect. Or just enough. Means just enough. Do you know this? Okay. Here you have more than you need. You have too much. Here you don't have as much as you need. You have not enough, whatever it is, right? So there are two ways we're going to be looking at this. One is to use only too much, or as the case may be, too many, to talk about nouns. Not enough to talk about nouns. Or if you want to use different adjectives or different adverbs, where to place them. So for example, not adjective enough, not adverb enough. So not happy enough, not fast enough. Let's say we're driving in the car, the policeman pulls me over and he says, "Do you know how fast you were driving?" I go, "Too fast?" He goes, "No, not fast enough. This is a 60 zone. You were doing 40. I'm giving you a ticket." And I was like, well, when does that happen ever, right? It doesn't. So I drive too fast. That's my problem. Now, one thing I want you to be very, very careful about. Whenever you use too much, too many, or with any other adjective, too fast, for example, this is always a negative. Whenever you use too plus something to talk about level, it's always a bad thing, okay? If it weren't too much, then it would be good. If it were enough, it's good. If it's not enough, also bad. But this is, people say, like for example, a girl will say to me, "Oh, I love you too much." And I was like, well, that's not good. That's a little scary, actually. I don't want you to love me too much. I want you to love me enough, okay? Maybe what she meant was, I love you so much. So much, that's a good thing. It means a lot of love. Too much means more than I want, okay? So be very careful about that. Let's look at some examples of how to use too much, too many, not enough, etc., okay? Okay. So now let's look at a couple more examples. So let me say again that when you have something that's too much or too many for nouns or too adjective or not enough, these are usually bad situations, right? If you don't have enough, it means you want more or you need more. If you have too much, it means more than you want, more than you need. So remember, these are used to make a complaint, to complain about something. Something is not good. In the summer, we complain, "Oh, it's too hot." In the winter, we complain, "Oh, it's not hot enough. We want more heat," right? So not, adjective, enough, too, adjective, but always negative. Let's look about money. We're talking about money. So three friends, A, B, and C, that's their names. They're going out. They're maybe going to go see a movie, go to a restaurant, a bar, whatever. Person A says, "I don't have enough." We're talking about money, right? I could put it here. It's understood. I don't have enough. Oh, person B says, "Well, I have enough for me." It means only for me. I don't have enough for you too, right? So, by the way, here is the negative. Don't forget the not enough, okay? I have enough for me. Means I have good amount, but not to give you. Person C says, "I have too much. I'll give you some." So person C has a lot of money. He can give person A some money. But is this okay to say, "I have too much money"? Is there ever too much money? No. You can always use more money. You don't want to say this in a negative way. So you want to say, "I have more than enough." More than enough could be a good thing. Too much is a bad thing. Now, just a quick little note here. Notice much. I'm using much, not many, because I'm talking about money. Money, uncountable. We use much. If you're not sure about countable, uncountable nouns, please go to engVid.com. We have some lessons there that explain the difference about countable, uncountable, much, many. You can find out more there. So instead, person C should say, I have more than enough. I can give you some. Good. I have too much. He's complaining. Who complains about having money? Nobody. Everybody wants more money. The world is a very expensive place to live. So, too much, not enough. If you have any questions, if you want to try understanding this a little bit better, again, go to engvid.com. There's a quiz. You can check these out, see if you understand it well, ask some questions, and I'll see you again here very soon. Thanks.